Hello guys, Deb here with Art and Crafts. Come on in. This is my segment for Craft Around the Clock. And if you are not in the group, I've got it up in the description of this video. So just join the fun. It's a great group. I'm getting this pulled up so I can see your comments, but hopefully you're having a great Monday. So let me know when you pop on how it's going. Anybody here? Sorry I'm a minute late. That's what happened. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Hello, Veronica. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Andrea. Country Family Roots. How are you today? Love that name. I've got my Willie Nelson shirt on today. I'm feeling very Willie-like today. Hi, Diana. Glad you're here. Hi, Jill. Ooh, awesome. Glad y'all are popping in. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl, did you get your email this morning? Hi, Janice. Hi, Tana. How are you today? I'm assuming you're at work. Shh, nobody tell. Hi, Tammy. How are you today? Yay, glad y'all are here. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're going to do an entire painting today. I've got a wood surface. It's a 12-inch, I believe. 10 or 12. Let's just see. Maybe it's 10. Yeah, it's 10. And I do have a tracer for you guys today. Ooh, I did print it. What did I do with it? Well, anyway, this is my sketch. It's not really the tracer, but I've got one that y'all can download today if you'd like to and print out on white paper. But we're going to use this. But I'm going to do my background first, and then we will put that design on and paint it. We're going to do some pretty red poppies today. Hi, Emma. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Diane. Hey, Sandra, thank you for sprinkling. That helps us so much, and I just so appreciate you guys. Every time I see the sprinkles, I'm just so grateful. And you know, when I look at the number, and when we have, like, you know, a lot of people on, you would think there'd be a lot of sprinkles. So you guys do that for us. We sure do appreciate it, and really does help our page. I've got a mixture of Bahama blue and white, and I'm going to start kind of painting this background. And then we're going to add some green in towards the bottom. We're just doing like a simple background because we want the star of the show to be our pretty poppies. So nothing fancy, just easy peasy. Can y'all see good? Getting this on our background. Oh, guys, I've got my necklace on today. It is totally 100% done. So how many of you saw me make it? I'm curious if you know what I'm talking about. And I will show it to you in just a second. But it looks so pretty. And I am going to offer these on my Etsy shop because I'm thinking this will be so sweet for other people who've lost a mother or a sister or a family member, anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, but that they want to just kind of carry them with it. And I was thinking how we used to wear lockets. Y'all remember that? Like, lockets were a big thing back in the day. And we're really not seeing those anymore. So maybe this will be kind of a new thing we can do that keeps our loved ones front and center. And, you know, we never want our, you know, one thing that kind of makes me sad is that my kids, when they have kids, they won't know my mom. And so thinking that if you keep pictures out and you talk about them and you talk about the qualities that they had, that kind of keeps them alive. Even though our younger kids won't know personally, they'll get to hear about and hopefully, you know, respect the people that were here before them, that, you know, if it wasn't without them, they wouldn't be here. So anyway, I'll show y'all that. Let me get to a stopping point here though. Okay, let me just set that down for 1 second and show y'all. I don't want to get paint on it, that's for sure. Hold please. Let me grab a napkin. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Juanita. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Can y'all see? So I know I'm not very close up. I'll post a picture today of this final thing, but there it is. I did add some bling all around the edge, and she's got her little crown on today and then added the little tassel. So it's a complete piece now, and I'm thinking that will be so sweet for, of course, Mother's Day, her birthday, for me to wear and remember, but I'll probably wear it more than that. But anyway, so if anybody is thinking they would like one and don't want to make it or don't have time to make it or whatever, you know, you can always message me. I love taking custom orders. Those are meaningful, you know, when somebody sees something that they want. That would be great. Okay, so I'm adding in some of this lime green. I'll tell y'all the color in just a second. It's not a true lime green. It's just a pretty bright spring green. And bringing that up into the blue. Kind of mixing those two together. I'm sorry I'm not looking at your comments, but I will when it's over. I promise. This is going to be a full, you know, full tutorial here, so I don't have as much time to chit-chat while I'm live, but I will. Hi, Cynthia. How are you today? Hi, Jace. Hey, I'm so excited to be with you this weekend. Do you want to put any info in here? Since you can type and I can't. Huh. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Deborah, thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got our kind of green. I'm adding a little blue here and there and just kind of blending these up and together with our blue up here. I did put a sealer on this wood before I started, and I think I've already put it up. I don't see it. Where did I put it? It's the DecoArt multi-purpose sealer. I don't know what I did with it. That's so strange. Now I'm confused. But anyway, DecoArt multi-purpose sealer, and it will seal your wood so that your paint goes down really smooth and nice. Hi, Monica. Thank you. You guys be sure and follow Monica with Texas Breeze Creation. She is a great supporter of all of us. Yes, look guys, look what Jace wrote. Woohoo! Excited. So can you put your link in, Jace, so they can go follow you and the page, the group, whatever you'd like to put is great. I'm super excited to be with them this weekend, Friday. So this is my only noon this week. Every other day I'm going to be going on at 7 p.m. Central. So 7 Central all week long. Hope you'll join me when you can. I know you've got others that you watch, but if you're free at all, I'm kind of celebrating all week because we're opening up the VIP group to new members on Wednesday, and I'm really excited. We have such a fantastic group. You know, you hear me brag about it, but I don't mean to brag. I brag on them, not on the group itself, but just on the ladies that I have in there. Okay, so there's our pretty background. Let's dry this. Of course, girl. Of course. Hi, Debbie, Secondhand Treasures. Glad to see you today. How are things in your neck of the woods? Hi, Maddie. Christy's in the house, guys. Christy is a longtime VIP member. Hi, Deborah. Thank you. I'm going to have to go back and finish yours. I started with you, but then I ended up having to stop and go do something, and then the dog went for a walk, and it got chaotic, and I've got to go back and finish. But I love what I saw. Thank you, Vicki. How are you today? Aw, thanks, Sue. I appreciate that. You know, I always say to ask around, ask people that you see. If they say I'm a VIP member, ask them. Just, you know, comment when you see them out and about. Say, you know, what's the VIP group like or whatever. Because I can say it's great all day long. But of course I'm biased. It's my group. But if you ask somebody who's in it, you'll get an honest opinion. And that's what I want, because it's probably not for everybody. So, you know, it depends on what you're looking for. The main thing I teach is acrylic painting, and then next would be glass art, resin art, and then after that would be, you know, mixed media and a little bit of watercolor. You know, we kind of try to touch on a lot of different things because we are all so different and like a lot of different things. And of course, I love everything. Well, I was trying to get a tracer so I could trace this on, but let's just do it freehand and just know that you will have a tracer for this and you can do yours perfect. Mine will be Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yours will be perfect, but I'm going to set my little design up here so I can, here, I'll just do it like this, and we will sketch it on. I'll do the best I can at freehand. I'm not great at freehand. Yeah, most of us creatives, we really do. I mean, even though we do have our favorites that we, really enjoy the most teaching, we are all over the place because we love it all too. We're just creative, and so we like to try different things, and I love poppies. Do you guys? They remind me of crepe paper or something. They're just so pretty and kind of delicate. I don't know if y'all can hear my fan, but it's kind of acting weird, like it wants to conk out on me. Do you guys sleep with a fan? Sometimes I wake up freezing, but I like to have a fan going at night. So something like that. And then this one I have going this way. This is my design. So when you're in the VIP group, you can use it however you want to. If you want to make it and make something and sell it, if you want to teach it to your friends or whoever, you can. When you are not in the VIP group, then you can just use it for yourself, like for personal use, not all the ways. So that's kind of one of the benefits of being in the group. If you have a creative business, you might want some of the designs that we give. Okay, so there's our little sketch that's hopefully going to mimic your tracer that I did. And let's get out some red. You're in Florida. Nearly every room has a fan. Yes, I bet. Hot and sticky, right? Kind of muggy. You don't sleep with a fan? Wow, Debbie. Well, this one, I think I just put it on the wrong setting because it's kind of going on, going off, going on. And that's totally annoying. Okay, let me find my black or a brown, either one. Oh, there's my black. Hi, Barb. Glad you're here. If I missed a comment, I'll go back, or you can put it again and maybe I'll see it. It's just kind of hard while I'm live to. I'm going to use a different brush to mix these. I always say don't mix with your brushes, but then I do it. So I'm going to take a little black. Can y'all see my little palette here? A little black and a little red, and get basically it's a burgundy color. But all I'm really going to use on this is red, white, maybe a little yellow. Okay, so that is going to be the center of some of these. But I'm going to go to a smaller brush. It's an angle brush, but a really small little Zen angle brush. And take that darker color and then put that down for my centers. Just doesn't have to be neat. You just want to get that down the darkest point of our flowers, like so. And this one, it doesn't show, so we're going to leave that as is. I'm not cleaning my brush, just going right into my red and going to kind of fill this in, these two, or these flowers. I actually want a little bit more dark, so let's get a little bit more of this made up here. I want to look at the comments and I can't. I'm sorry. Hi, Annette. Oh no. Yes, of course. Listen, I have such a special spot for you ladies that have back issues, because I do, and I know how limiting it is. I talked to my doctor about a week ago about just how little I can do and how frustrating it is, and we've got to, what I'm doing here, so yes, Annette, I will. What I'm doing here is taking my darkest color and kind of just coming around some of the high points of this flower, and then I'm going back with my red and then add that in, okay? But I'm kind of trying to show how easy these can be. It's sort of an impressionistic flower. It doesn't have to be real. And that's what I love about these type of paintings, is it releases you from the pressure of having to be perfect, having to look at someone's artwork that's a fine artist and think, you know, wow, I just can't do that. And how did they do that? I've tried and tried and I can't, you know. Well, maybe try this. And then if you want to graduate from this and go to fine art, then do it. But for me, I'm so happy in this lane. I just love it because I can paint, and I can paint a lot, and I can be happy with it, but it's not perfect. You know, it's just whimsical, fun. I'll show you what we've done so far, just getting these shapes down. And it just makes me happy. So if you get frustrated with art, you might try this type of easy, whimsical art where you're just letting your brush make a lot of these strokes. I'm just kind of going around my shape and then going back with my red, kind of filling in. It's going to give us a natural shade without hardly even trying, as you can see. Just letting your brush do the work here. And of course, we're going to keep adding because acrylic paint needs lots of layers to look good, especially if you're using craft paint like I am. This is just regular craft paint by DecoArt, and it's not artist grade or anything, so you definitely need layers. But even with my better quality paints, I still layer, and it just gives it such a pretty look. So on poppies, they're pretty, I don't know, like paper-like, I guess. So I'm doing lots of these little strokes with this brush, and let me show you what I did up here. You can probably see pretty good. Thanks, Patty. You love the red. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, at the bottom, I've got my website, and you can click there. It will take you to my website, but I'll tell you, here's the secret. If you put in my website, which is down there, theartgracepaint.com, and then do a /resources, then you'll get to download this poppy tracer. So I've got a little link in there that says, you know, get the poppy tracer, and you can download that, print it out, and paint your own. This would be, I'm going to do some cards because I think, you know, it's such a pretty flower that everybody likes. And I also sometimes will paint these around 4th of July and then add in some blue bonnets, and you know, it's really pretty. So we've been doing a lot of flowers on my page and in my private group, and we're loving them. So all these petals are going up on this one. Just coming back in and adding those. And then I'm going to add a little more of this dark shade where I need it. Because sometimes as you're adding layers, especially since I don't have the luxury to let these dry in between, I'm just kind of going. You need to kind of add back in a little dark right there. And just kind of feathering it in. But this helps your flower, it helps show the direction that it's going. So just adding that in right there. Okay, see? So you can already see, now it helps you to see the direction that we're going. Thank y'all for the hearts. Hi, Jackie from Kentucky, welcome. I'm going to be in your neck of the woods in May. God willing. I am. My back is just giving me fits. But we're going to get it all squared away before that flight. Okay. Now I'm going to take my dark and kind of come in here and define some of these areas with a little of that dark. So you can really see where the petals kind of go like that. Okay, so do you see what I just did? I've got the dark line here, which kind of defines that this is a petal, and then this dark line kind of comes over here, so it's kind of cupping the underneath side. Thank you guys for the stars. I see 760 stars. I appreciate you guys. And then we'll just kind of do the same with this one. Just kind of. And again, with the tracer, you'll have even a better understanding of where you need to do the lines. Let's see, this one, they're all kind of coming up, so I'm going to darken up this underside. Make that a little darker coming up. Like so. If I get too much, I can just go back into my red and kind of blend them together. So again, this type of art is very forgiving. You just can keep working with it. Especially if you're having a lot of troubles, you can let it dry and then go back over it. That will really help you, rather than just keep on and keep on and keep on. Sometimes you need to let it dry a little bit. Let's do like that on this one. Okay, so here we go so far. What color did you do the base of the canvas? The base is sour apple, Bahama blue, and some white for the base. And I see I got red there. When you make a mistake or it drops like that, let it dry and then cover it with some white. And then I'll be able to go back. Once that white dries, I'll go back with my greenish blue and cover over that, and you'll never know it happened. So let's do a couple of stems. Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it. Well, we are opening up our VIP group. We would love to have you guys in. And if you have any questions, send me a message, or, you know, on my website, it talks about what you get inside, but we have a great time and would love to have you if you've been wanting to learn how to paint or get new ideas. We also just do lots of other things too. I'm going to do a stem. I'm going to start here at the top and go down in one long swoop, getting a little thicker as I go down. The way you do that is take this detail brush. It's got the long bristles here, see them? And start here. And I'm kind of starting on a tip. So see how I'm holding it more up and down? But watch what I do. So I'm doing pretty much the tip. And then as I go down a little bit, I'm putting it down. Now you can see how all the pressure is flat against that wood. So it's making a thicker stem right there. And then one more. Starting to press more, press more, press more. Now I've got it all the way pressed down, like so. And then I will kind of feather it out just a little bit up here at the top. Probably not too much of that would show in a real painting, so I'm not going to do too much, but that gives you an idea. And then I'm going to go right back on top of it with a little bit of lighter. So I'm adding a little white to that green. And we're going to go right back on top. If I had more of that lime green, in fact, I'll add just a little bit. Thanks, Kelly. I will add that on top too. Just a little. I always take the colors that I'm using and put them a couple of different places in the painting, and it really helps to make it cohesive. So now I've got a little bit of that lime, and I'm going to just kind of come in here on one side. So let's have it on this side. Just kind of coming down to put that highlight. It doesn't have to be a consecutive line. I actually like it when it's not. It looks more natural to have just kind of hints of it there. And that will kind of mimic where the sun is shining on it. And since we're doing that and have it on that side, we're going to do the same thing with our flower. You guys still with me? Thank you, Brenda. How are you today? Kelly, I vary. I really do. I am not super consistent. I know a lot of people have a schedule. I really don't, but I do always send an email on Mondays telling you when I'm going to go live that week. So it's not like a certain time every week, but I'll tell you at the beginning of the week when. So if you want to get on that email, you can go to the link down here at the bottom, theartgracepaint.com, and sign up for my weekly email. And also, if you're on Telegram, I've got a Telegram, and I send, before I go live, I just send usually it's 10 minutes before I go live, or 5 minutes, I'll say, I'm going live if you're free. So you have to be one that checks your Telegram, but then you'd know then too. I'm covering up that little spot that I dropped my red on, and all you have to do is cover it and then blend, blend, blend out. Just blend. You see, I'm just enlarging the space so that it blends with the background. Now you can't even tell. Can't even tell. Oh, thanks so much, Angie. Angie is super talented. If y'all aren't following her, go follow. She does all kind of really amazing portraits too, like really talented. Okay, so let's lighten these up a little. I'm going to take a little bit of cadmium yellow, so a true yellow will be good for this. Oh goodness, I better look at my time. I forgot oh, we're good. We're doing great. So I'm going to take that cadmium yellow with some red. It's going to give us an orangey tint. Now, if I had done white with that red, which is a lot of times how I'll do a highlight, it would make it really pink, right? So pink or white and red will make pink. So I'm using yellow this time. And if it's not quite light enough, I can add just a touch of white. But I think this is going to be really pretty. So just going to come over these petals at the top. So at the top of these, and here on this side where the sun is shining, and we're going to lighten up some of these, which is our highlight. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Always trying to keep my hand out of the way, but sometimes I forget and cover up right what I'm doing. Just kind of touching the tops of these flowers and the center here. Give that a highlight. Y'all see that? Hi, Linda. Hi, Kelly. Oh, thank you so much. How sweet of you. Appreciate it. I just love taking a painting. This is what I do a lot during the day. I'll take a painting and, you know, I'll do it myself, and it might take me 2 hours. And I'm like, well, obviously I don't have 2 hours to teach this on a live. So I break it down and break it down until I get it to where it's still a really pretty painting, but you can do it in an hour or less. So that's kind of my thing. That's kind of what I really enjoy doing, because I want you guys to try it. If I tell you this painting is going to take 2 hours, most people aren't going to try it because, you know, we just don't have that much time often. But if I can show you this painting can take 45 minutes. Now, I know I've been doing it a while, so I'm probably faster, but if you do it even smaller, like on a card, then it would take you 30 minutes, right? So, you know, I like to kind of break things down. Okay, I forgot to tell you that I took that same color and I added just a dot of white. Not much, just a little bit, because I don't want it turning a pink color, so I didn't add much. But I'm going to come back and with the chisel side of my brush, add a few of these little feathery strokes with that color. So you're just layering, going right on top of what you did for some more highlights, just like so. Especially on this side, since remember we've got our sun light source coming from this direction, so we're just adding, especially on that side, but I'll add some all over too. Just make it the brightest on this one side over here. Okay, let me show you that. Oh, is that right, Debbie? Oh, goodness, you should, because it's so relaxing. And you can incorporate this into your crafts because you do beautiful craft work and redoing things. So I know you like to go thrifting. And one thing I love to do is paint on thrifted things. So I'll get, you know, the thing I always go to is, because many of you have seen me do the gas can. It's an antique gas can I got at a thrift store. I just loved it. When I saw it, it reminded me of my granddad, and I was like, I've got to have that. And so I just take what I do, which is painting, and put it on that gas can. And I have painted on it several times and changed it up for the seasons. So You don't have to know a whole lot, Debbie, just kind of some basics and you'll be good to go. You'll be, you know, painting all over your thrifted finds, and it's really fun. In fact, do y'all remember when I did the spoon? You know, I took a spoon and cut it off and bent it and made a necklace out of it. So, you know, you guys stick with me. I'll help you. Okay. Then you can take a little bit of white on the tip of your brush. So I'm not cleaning my brush. It's still got red on it, but I'm taking that white just on the tip, and I'm going to just kind of try to gently add in a little white here and there. So not a whole lot, but just over on this one side where there would be the most highlights, just pops of this white. So very gentle touch. Can y'all even see that? Let's see, this flower here is where we put them. Hi, Roxanne. Thank you. Mimi's Craft Cottage. How are you today? You guys, when you see a business chit-chatting, please go follow, or at least give them a chance. You know, take a look and see what they're doing. Maybe look at one of their lives. You're going to find lots of creative people, and you might just find somebody you just love and didn't even know was out there. So just kind of putting a little bit of that white throughout. We still need to do our centers, but we're doing great on time. I don't know if y'all are even able to see this. That's why I'm going to hold it up, because it's such little amounts. You saw me just get little amount on my brush and just kind of running it across and then kind of scraping it down a little bit. And you can definitely put some highlights with it through your flower. And I usually do that last because I've already gotten the majority of this paint off. So I'm just, with a very light feathery touch, kind of adding a few more highlights with that white. Okay. Now wiping my brush off, I haven't even really put it in water. I'm going to take a little more of the red with a little bit of the black and get more of that dark color. And let's just tap down at the base of our flowers a little bit. So just tap, tap, tap with that brush. Your brushes are doing the work for you. By the way, I always share. So in my VIP group, I tell them when I find good brushes, and I mean, usually I have to use them for months before I know if I love them, because I have to see how they wear and how they wash and all that. But, oh good, is somebody following you, Mimi? But anyway, I always tell them, oh guys, these brushes are amazing and they're only $10. So I keep you guys, you know, in mind as I'm shopping, as I find things. If I love it, then I share it. I love to give you guys the tips and tricks and all that. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of shading down at the base of these flowers, a little bit more. And you can put some here and there throughout too. And mostly you'll notice that I'm doing the side that is not getting the light. So even our little whimsical paintings can have those touches. Okay, middle. Let's do the middle. Let me get back up on my chair better before my back starts hollering at me. Well, it was hollering. That's why I had to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this little, it's just another Zen brush, a flat Zen brush, and we're going to take a little bit of green, not a whole lot, so I'm wiping a lot of it off. Just have a little bit on here, and we're going to tap that in. Just tapping it in just a little bit so it's peeking through. Because a lot of times the centers of our poppies don't need it there, because that one doesn't show. Have brown and a little green bud. I'm going to take a little brown. This is a very dark brown, a chocolate brown, and do the same thing with it. Oh goodness, we are so good on time. I'm so proud of myself. I was like, this is going to be really hard. I worked on this weekend to be sure I could do this in 45 minutes. So we're doing great. I could have read some comments. I'll have to stop and read some in a minute. So now I'm tapping in the brown right on top of this green. It's calming it down and just giving it a little more interest. That one doesn't need it. Okay, let me show y'all that. So you got the green and the brown. Okay, girl, no problem. They are not a joke. Oh, goodness. For you guys that have back issues, I'm so sorry, because it is really, really discouraging and just depressing, to be honest. So I feel for you. And there's actually a lot of us in the VIP group that have back issues. And of course, some other issues as well, that we pray for each other. And if we have days where we're really struggling, we'll pop in there and go, guys, will y'all pray for me? I'm really hurting today, or whatever it is. You know, it could be a prayer need of any kind. And I love that about our group. I do. I love that we have, you know, sweet women. If you come in as a new person, they just wrap their arms around you, and you're just one of us. You know, it's not like you feel like, well, I haven't been there very long. It doesn't matter. I mean, we just love people, and we love to be kind to people. That's right, Evelina. Thank you. Okay, so now let's tap in a little yellow. I'll just grab this detail brush again, the long skinny one. Who said that? Donna. Oh, no. I wish that there was an answer for us. Okay, so I'm going to tap into my yellow. Now remember, this is cadmium yellow, so it's very bright. So I'm going to pull this yellow over to the side, and I'm going to touch in just a touch of that brown and calm it down. It's going to be less bright and a little more mustardy yellow than bright school bus yellow. But having a good, like if you just have some basic colors, red, yellow, blue, green, white, and black, you can do so much. You really don't have to have all these specialty colors that I use. So I'm just taking that yellow and I'm going to tap, tap, tap. I try to, you know, move around so that I'm not doing polka dots, and just get some of those little yellow spots in here. And that is really all you have to do on the center. Sometimes I'll add a little white too. So I'm just, you know, I've got the yellow on here, but I'm adding some white just right on top of the yellow, and tap a few of those to brighten it up. So see how those white really stand out? Like so. Oh, Robin. See, you are. Thank you. I'm honestly just doing what I love and wanting to support you. The whole reason that I started doing this online is because I went through a really hard time when I was caring for my mom with Alzheimer's, and then after she passed, and then COVID came, and you know, I needed, and we all needed community. We did. We couldn't even go to church, you know, like we used to. We couldn't go out like we used to. So that's kind of how this all started. And now it's just a joy, not just to teach the painting, but to be with you guys and to kind of pray for you guys and, you know, be here with y'all. So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for Craft Around the Clock, because I've met a lot of you through there. Let me know if I met you through Craft Around the Clock, or where. I like to know. Sometimes I ask that, and I like to know where did we meet. So let's take a little green, since we have a little time, and we can just, you know, add in some texture down here with our green. I'm just letting the brush make the strokes. Nothing fancy. I like for them to go all different directions. We'll just kind of bring it all down the line here. This is just a really, really simple way to add some more interest to this. I think I'm going to actually make some of these in cards today. Excuse me. If you guys got your email from me today, let me know, because did you see I'll just tell you, somebody won. So each week I am choosing somebody to win Happy Mail. And I always say, number one, it's not a lot. It's nothing crazy, so don't think it's, expensive. But number two, have grace with me because I am a little behind on Happy Mail, but it's getting done. But anyway, what I was going to say is, so read your emails because you never know if your name's on there. Okay, then I'm going to come back add some green to this. Oh, good. We're still doing great. Oh, wow, Kathy. But it's y'all too. Like y'all did that for me and for others. It's a friendship. It's not just, I'm here to serve you and give you ideas and hopefully inspire you a little bit. But you guys do that for us. You inspire me for sure and give us a reason to keep doing this and I'm always praying for inspiration and asking God, we need some joy in these days. They're hard days and there's a lot of, junk going on in the world. And so putting beauty out there, creating art and sharing it with people. I don't just mean sharing it like on your Facebook, although that's good, because don't you know when you see pretty things and you see, a pretty painting that it just kind of, oh, that's pretty. It just kind of makes you feel good or happy. Imagine giving that to somebody and imagine receiving that, being on that end of somebody thinking enough of you to give you something. So I encourage everybody, take these paintings, put them on a card and give it away. Put one in your mailbox for the mail person. Hand one to the lady that checks out at the grocery store, whoever. It can be, I do these little ones now. I've been doing these lately. These are just small pieces of mixed media paper or watercolor cards, and this is what I'm going to be carrying with me to pass out with a little Bible verse on the back. So simple, and you can do a bunch at a time, but yet what a sweet blessing for somebody that probably needs it. So let's do kind of a couple of like leaves here. I'm not even sure what kind of leaves poppies have, so you can definitely do a different type of leaf. I'm just kind of playing now since we have a little bit of extra time and just letting my brush kind of create this leaf. Well, see, it doesn't take much, Sherry. Just use whatever gift you've been given by God to be a blessing to somebody. And not everybody understands. Some people don't think that you could use your art or what. Yes, you can. Whatever your thing is, use it. Hi, Nelda. I didn't see you pop in. Oh, Lynette, I love making it simple. So I want you guys to try it. And I think if we keep it simple, some of you will. Oh, good. We did it. We got this whole thing done. Now, of course, you can go crazy. You could add a bumblebee. You could do more things to it. But how simple. So go get the tracer. It's down at the bottom of my page. You've got the artgracepaint.com. Put a /resources. And that will take you to the place. And I'll put the link. I forgot to put it up in the description, but I'll put it there so you guys, if you aren't getting it, that you can go up there and just click on it. And be sure and go to Craft Around the Clock, and you'll see the next presenter after me. And I'll be live every night this week at 7, unless my back gives out. So pray for me if you're a person that prays. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.